The human spirit yearns for the unknown, seeking challenges and embracing the unfamiliar. From the icy plains of Antarctica to the lush jungles of the Amazon, the world beckons the adventurous soul. Among these destinations, K2 Base Camp stands apart, where adventure reaches its zenith. It's a siren song for seasoned mountaineers and passionate trekkers alike. Here, at the foot of the savage mountain, one feels awe and humility, dwarfed by the surrounding landscape. Imagine a world where the air thins with every step, where silence is broken only by the crunch of boots on snow. This is K2 Base Camp, nestled amidst the soaring peaks of the Karakoram Range. At over 16,000 feet, the world takes on a surreal quality. The sky, a deeper shade of blue, seems closer, while jagged peaks pierce the heavens. This place tests human endurance, pushing adventurers to discover hidden reserves of strength. K2, the second highest peak on Earth, reigns supreme over this rugged landscape. Its slopes demand determination, technical expertise and courage. But K2 Base Camp is more than a launching pad for summit bids. It's a destination in its own right. The journey to Base Camp is an adventure, traversing glacial valleys and treacherous mountain passes. As you approach, the anticipation builds, a mix of excitement and respect for the formidable peak. K2 Base Camp is a portal to another world, where human experience is pushed to its limits. Imagine standing at an elevation higher than most mountains in the lower 48 states. The air is thin and crisp, carrying the faint scent of snow and distant avalanches. The sheer scale of the surrounding landscape is humbling and awe-inspiring. K2 dominates the skyline, its summit shrouded in snow and ice. Here you'll find a diverse community of adventurers, united by a shared passion for exploration. The journey to K2 Base Camp is an adventure across one of the world's most awe-inspiring landscapes. The trail winds through the heart of the Karakoram Range, following the Baltoro Glacier. As you trek, you'll be treated to breathtaking scenery, from towering granite peaks to vibrant turquoise streams. The trek is not for the faint of heart, with altitude, rugged terrain, and unpredictable weather. But for those who embrace the adventure, the rewards are immeasurable. This journey will test your limits, both physically and mentally. At K2 Base Camp, the night sky is a spectacle. Far from civilization, the stars blaze with intensity. The Milky Way stretches across the heavens, while shooting stars streak across the horizon. The silence is almost absolute, broken only by the whisper of the wind and the distant rumble of the glacier. As you gaze up at the stars, you feel a sense of awe and wonder at the universe's majesty. The Karakoram Range is home to remarkable wildlife. Golden eagles soar above the peaks, while Himalayan ibex navigate the slopes. These animals are a testament to the resilience of life in extreme conditions. Observing them in their natural environment is a privilege, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all living things. The presence of wildlife adds another layer of magic to this extraordinary place. One of the most striking things about K2 Base Camp is the silence. Far from civilization, you are surrounded by a profound stillness. The only sounds are the whisper of the wind, the crunch of boots on snow, and the occasional rumble of an avalanche. This silence is a symphony of subtle noises, creating a calming and awe-inspiring soundscape. It's a chance to disconnect from the chaos of everyday life and reconnect with yourself and nature. K2 Base Camp exists in a realm of extremes. The sun paints the peaks in hues of gold and rose, while temperatures fluctuate dramatically. Every breath is a conscious effort, a testament to the body's ability to adapt. This place tests the human spirit, shattering comfort zones and revealing true resilience. Amidst this harsh beauty, there's an undeniable allure, leaving you feeling humbled and connected to something greater. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky transforms into a breathtaking spectacle. Stars blaze with intensity, and the Milky Way cuts across the sky. The silence of the day gives way to a symphony of subtle sounds. In this ethereal setting, time seems to slow down. It's a chance to disconnect from modern life and reconnect with the natural rhythms of the earth. The journey to K2 Base Camp is a testament to nature's raw power and artistry. The Baltoro Glacier, a massive river of ice, is a sight to behold. Its surface is a chaotic jumble of ice towers and deep crevasses. Every twist and turn of the trail reveals new vistas, from towering granite peaks to cascading waterfalls. Everywhere you look, there's evidence of nature's power to create and destroy, inspiring awe and respect. Living at the foot of K2 is to live in the shadows of giants. The mountain, its summit perpetually shrouded in a cloak of snow and ice, dominates the landscape, a constant reminder of the awesome power of nature. Its presence is both inspiring and intimidating, a beacon to adventurers and a stark reminder of the challenges that lie ahead. The stories of K2 are etched into the very fabric of the mountain, tales of triumph and tragedy, of human ambition and the limits of human endurance. The ghosts of climbers past seem to linger in the thin air, their spirits forever intertwined with the mountain they loved and ultimately lost their lives to. But K2 is more than just a mountain. It's a symbol of the human spirit's unyielding desire to explore the unknown, to push the boundaries of what's possible, and to test the limits of human endurance. It's a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit can prevail, that even in the most inhospitable environments, there's beauty to be found, and that the greatest rewards often come with the greatest risks. Camping at K2 Base Camp is not for the faint of heart. It's a test of physical and mental resilience, a challenge that will push you to your limits and beyond. The altitude, the cold, the unpredictable weather, and the rugged terrain all take their toll, demanding every ounce of your strength and determination. But it's in these moments of adversity that you discover your true potential. You learn to appreciate the simple things in life: a warm meal, a dry pair of socks, a moment of respite from the wind. You learn to rely on yourself and your companions, to support each other through the tough times and celebrate the triumphs together. And as you overcome each challenge, you emerge stronger, more confident, and with a profound sense of accomplishment. You realize that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible, that you can achieve anything you set your mind to, and that the greatest rewards often come from pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. While K2 Base Camp serves as the launchpad for daring summit attempts on the savage mountain itself, it's also a haven for those seeking adventure at a slightly slower pace. The trek to base camp is not merely a means to an end, it's an immersive journey through time and a testament to the enduring spirit of exploration. Each step forward on the rugged terrain is a step back in time, away from the clamor of civilization and into a realm where nature's rhythm dictates the pace of life. The trail, a winding ribbon of dust and rock, snakes through a landscape sculpted over millennia by glacial ice and unforgiving winds. Along the way, you'll encounter ancient villages frozen in time where life continues much as it has for centuries. The locals, with their weathered faces and knowing smiles, offer a glimpse into a way of life far removed from the modern world, a reminder of the enduring strength and resilience of the human spirit. As you trek deeper into the Karakoram, the air grows thinner, the silence more profound, and the mountains more imposing. Each day brings new challenges and rewards, from navigating treacherous moraine fields to crossing glacial streams fed by icy meltwater. The sheer scale and grandeur of the surroundings are humbling, a constant reminder of the insignificance of human concerns in the face of nature's awesome power. For those who live and breathe the rarefied air of high-altitude mountaineering, K2 Base Camp is a hallowed ground. It's a place where dreams are forged in the crucible of extreme conditions, where ambition collides with the unforgiving reality of the world's second highest peak. The air crackles with the anticipation of climbers preparing for their summit bids. Their movements a blend of quiet focus and nervous energy. While K2 itself remains the ultimate prize, the surrounding peaks offer a playground for climbers of all abilities, from challenging technical climbs to more accessible routes for those seeking a taste of high-altitude adventure. The Karakoram range has something to offer everyone. The thrill of ascending a sheer rock face, the satisfaction of reaching a summit after days of grueling effort, the camaraderie forged in the face of adversity. These are the experiences that draw climbers back to K2 Base Camp year after year. But climbing in the Karakoram is not just about physical strength and technical prowess. It's also a mental game. The thin air, the unpredictable weather, and the ever-present dangers demand unwavering focus, mental fortitude, and a healthy dose of humility. It's a sport that pushes individuals to their limits and beyond, revealing hidden strengths and an unyielding determination to succeed. Beyond the physical challenges and adrenaline-pumping adventures, K2 Base Camp offers a unique opportunity for introspection and contemplation. The sheer scale and grandeur of the surrounding landscape have a way of putting things into perspective, reminding us of the insignificance of our daily worries in the grand scheme of things. Spending time in the presence of giants, surrounded by peaks that have stood for millennia, evokes a sense of awe and wonder that's hard to find anywhere else on Earth. The silence is deafening, broken only by the whisper of the wind or the distant rumble of an avalanche. It's a silence that forces you to confront your inner thoughts, to reflect on your place in the world, and to appreciate the simple beauty of the natural world. In this pristine environment, far removed from the distractions of modern life, it's easier to connect with something larger than yourself. Whether you find solace in prayer, meditation, or simply by losing yourself in the beauty of your surroundings, K2 Base Camp offers a sanctuary for the soul. For those who view the world through a lens, K2 Base Camp is a photographer's paradise. The dramatic landscapes, the ever-changing light, the vibrant cultures, and the raw beauty of the natural world provide endless opportunities to capture stunning images. From the towering peaks and massive glaciers to the intricate details of alpine flora and the expressive faces of the local people, there's a story waiting to be told around every corner. The challenge for any photographer visiting K2 Base Camp is knowing where to point the camera first. The early morning light bathes the mountains in a warm glow, while the setting sun paints the sky in a kaleidoscope of colors. The interplay of light and shadow on the glaciers creates a constantly shifting tapestry of textures and patterns, while the rugged beauty of the landscape provides a breathtaking backdrop for portraits and still lifes. But photographing K2 Base Camp is about more than just capturing pretty pictures. It's about documenting a way of life that is rapidly disappearing, preserving the memories of a journey that will stay with you long after you've returned home, and sharing the beauty of this remote corner of the world with others. Camping at K2 Base Camp is an exercise in embracing the elements. The thin air, the frigid temperatures, the unpredictable weather, and the rugged terrain all demand respect and adaptation. But it's in these moments of discomfort that we often discover a hidden strength and resilience we never knew we possessed. There's a certain satisfaction that comes from overcoming the challenges that nature throws your way, from learning to build a campfire in the wind to staying warm in sub-zero temperatures. It's a reminder that we humans are adaptable creatures, capable of thriving in even the most extreme environments. And after a long day of trekking or climbing, there's nothing quite like huddling around a crackling campfire with your fellow adventurers, sharing stories, laughter, and the simple pleasures of a warm meal and good company. These are the moments that stay with you long after you've returned home, a testament to the power of human connection and the enduring allure of the wild. Why subject oneself to the rigors of K2 base camp, to the challenges of altitude, the unforgiving weather, and the physical demands of the trek? The answer, as with any true adventure, lies not in the destination, but in the journey itself. K2 base camp is not a place you simply visit. It's a place that changes you, that strips away the veneer of everyday life and reveals the raw, unfiltered essence of who you are. The journey to base camp is a physical and mental test, a crucible that forges resilience, determination, and a deep appreciation for the simpler things in life. With each step forward, you shed the weight of the world you left behind, the worries and anxieties that once seemed insurmountable fading into insignificance against the backdrop of nature's grandeur. As you push your limits, both physical and mental, you tap into a wellspring of strength you never knew you possessed. You learn to rely on yourself, to trust your instincts, and to persevere even when the going gets tough. And as you overcome each challenge, you emerge stronger, more confident, and with a profound sense of accomplishment that stays with you long after you've returned home. The Karakoram Range, with its towering peaks and hidden valleys, has been a source of myths and legends for centuries. Local folklore tells of ancient deities who reside among the clouds, their voices echoing through the valleys in the roar of avalanches and the whisper of the wind. Stories are passed down through generations of shepherds and mountain guides, tales of mythical creatures and hidden treasures, of daring adventurers, and the spirits that guard these sacred peaks. Trekking through this landscape, you can't help but feel the weight of history, the echoes of ancient beliefs woven into the very fabric of the mountains, the prayer flags fluttering in the wind, the stone cairns marking the high passes, the weathered faces of the Balti porters, all speak of a deep connection to the land and a reverence for the forces of nature that have shaped this region for millennia. To visit K2 Base Camp is to step into a world where ancient beliefs still hold sway, where the line between myth and reality blurs, and where the mountains themselves seem to whisper secrets carried on the wind. It's a place where imagination takes flight, fueled by the raw beauty of the surroundings and the rich tapestry of local lore. At K2 Base Camp, the sky is not just a backdrop, it's an integral part of the experience. During the day, the sun blazes with an intensity rarely experienced at lower altitudes, painting the snow-capped peaks in hues of gold and rose, casting long shadows that shift and dance with the passing hours. The air, thin and crisp, seems to amplify the colors, creating a visual feast that's both exhilarating and surreal. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky transforms into a canvas of breathtaking beauty. The stars, usually obscured by city lights, emerge with a brilliance that takes your breath away. The Milky Way, a river of celestial fire, cuts across the sky, a constant reminder of the vastness of the universe and the insignificance of earthly concerns. In this pristine environment, far from the light pollution of civilization, the night sky is a spectacle that never fails to inspire awe and wonder. It's a reminder that we are part of something much larger than ourselves, connected to the cosmos in ways we are only beginning to understand. The journey to K2 Base Camp is not just a physical journey, it's also a cultural immersion. The Karakoram region is home to a rich tapestry of cultures, each with its own unique traditions, languages and beliefs. As you trek through this land, you'll have the opportunity to interact with the local people, to learn about their way of life and to gain a deeper understanding of the human spirit's adaptability and resilience. The Balti people, who have inhabited this region for centuries, are renowned for their hospitality, their strength and their deep connection to the mountains Their culture is intricately intertwined with the natural world, their lives dictated by the rhythms of the seasons and the challenges of living in one of the world's most extreme environments. From the bustling bazaars of Skardu to the remote villages nestled in the high valleys, you'll encounter a way of life that is both familiar and foreign, a reminder that there are many ways to live a meaningful life. Section 5, a legacy of exploration. The Karakoram Range has long been a magnet for explorers, adventurers and dreamers from around the globe. From the early pioneers who first mapped these treacherous peaks, to the modern-day climbers who push the limits of human endurance, K2 Base Camp stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of exploration. The names of these adventurers are etched in the history books, their stories passed down through generations. George Mallory and Andrew Irvine, who disappeared on the slopes of Everest in 1924. Reinhold Messner, the first man to climb all 14 of the world's 8,000-meter peaks without supplemental oxygen. Alison Hargreaves, the first woman to climb Everest solo and without supplemental oxygen. To visit K2 Base Camp is to walk in the footsteps of giants, to connect with a legacy of exploration that stretches back over a century. It's a reminder that the human thirst for adventure and discovery knows no bounds, and that even in our modern world there are still frontiers to be explored and challenges to be overcome. Section 1. A transformative experience. Standing at the foot of giants, dwarfed by the sheer scale and majesty of the Karakoram Range, you can't help but feel a sense of profound humility. The world at K2 Base Camp exists on a different plane, where the air is thin, the silence deafening, and the challenge is both physical and spiritual. It's a place that tests your limits, strips away pretense, and reveals the raw essence of who you are. The journey to K2 Base Camp is more than just a physical trek. It's a transformative experience. Along the rugged trails and icy slopes, you confront your fears, discover hidden strengths, and forge bonds of camaraderie that transcend cultural barriers. The challenges you overcome, the beauty you witness, and the lessons you learn stay with you long after you've left the mountains, shaping your perspective and enriching your life in ways you never thought possible. As you stand before the towering peak of K2, its summit perpetually shrouded in a cloak of snow and ice, you're reminded of the power of nature and the audacity of human ambition. The stories of triumph and tragedy etched into the very fabric of the mountains serve as a stark reminder of the risks and rewards that come with pushing the limits of human endurance. Section 2. The Mountain Whispers. The mountains, they say, have a way of speaking to those who listen. At K2 Base Camp, the whispers are carried on the wind, in the silence of the high valleys, and in the breathtaking beauty of the surrounding peaks. They speak of resilience, of the enduring power of nature, and the importance of respecting the delicate balance of life on Earth. The journey to K2 Base Camp is a pilgrimage of sorts, a chance to disconnect from the noise and distractions of modern life and reconnect with something ancient and profound. It's an opportunity to challenge yourself, to push your limits, and to discover the true meaning of adventure. But it's also a chance to listen to the whispers of the mountains, to learn from their wisdom, and to return home transformed by the experience. As you leave the shadow of K2 and begin your descent back to the world you left behind, you carry with you a newfound appreciation for the fragility of life and the importance of living each day to the fullest. The memories of your journey, the challenges you overcame, and the beauty you witnessed will forever hold a special place in your heart, a reminder of the transformative power of adventure and the enduring allure of the wild. Section 3. Answer the call. The world is full of wonders, of places yet to be explored, of challenges yet to be overcome, and stories waiting to be written. K2 Base Camp is just one of these places, but it represents something universal, something that resonates within the human spirit, the yearning for adventure, the desire to test our limits, and the need to connect with something larger than ourselves. So if you hear the call of the wild, if you feel the pull of the unknown, If you dream of standing in the shadow of giants, then answer the call. Pack your bags, lace up your boots, and set out on your own adventure. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step, embrace the unknown, and discover the transformative power of adventure. The world is waiting to be explored one step at a time.